Figured I would just make a little quick video on this. This is my Minion Tactician. Minions were doing just fine, slow to go through the campaign. And in Act 2, I got one of the minions I was really excited about testing, the guy that throws the tornadoes. It ended up being lackluster. However, me throwing tornadoes caught my attention. I was leveling with a spear, in one hand, a scepter in the other already, because I got a unique spear that applies infinite stacking poisons early on, and then I was like, whoa, since this has really crappy base damage and I already have a ton of minions, I could get the scepter that gives me percentage chaos damage for each undead minion I have. So I got that, it boosted the damage, and then I was like, I'll get a real spear. And I wanted to see what other people were doing, and I caught a glimpse of Rax doing something that he attributed to somebody else, an unknown foreign content creator. But this Twister build, now I can do my own damage, but I'm also buffed by my minions. I just got Tamed Beast, didn't realize I couldn't rebind it, just grabbed the first beast I could find. So I'm going to replace that. Anyway, this is my first time going at this boss. I'm just going to record it just to... the playstyle, this is really clunky, because when you hold Whirling Slash down, it like targets you to whatever the last thing you moused over was, no matter if you're holding the button down, and you can do anything with your mouse and you can do anything with WASD, and you still just path towards that person, and I don't know how to change it. And if you put cast in place, you don't actually move forward with the wind, so you can't generate it without walking out of it. So it's just really clunky. I was actually playing on controller earlier, and if the rest of the interface of controller wasn't just complete trash, I would continue, or sorry, it's not trash, I'm just very, very unused to it. Mouse and keyboard, always. I've been playing WASD this season, but previous seasons I'm not, so I'm already sketch with WASD anyway, so I thought maybe switching to a controller would work. I might continue with it. I haven't decided, but I'm not using it right now. But I took a little inspiration from Rax's video, but my immediate thought was I don't want as many buttons, so I'm going to get the boots that drop flame ground, as you can see, and it is just making my Whirling Slash pick that up, and then when I throw my things, it's going to throw those. I currently have the Undead Minions thing. I realized that not all specters are undead. Only the ones that are classified as undead before you bind them still are classified as undead. So the specters that I really liked, the little poison quill monsters, which are really cool, and they were like the bane of my existence every time I play against them. I couldn't wait to try them with Flame Wall and stuff. It was awesome. I leveled pretty far with them, almost all of Act 2 with that. But I axed them just to get a bunch of bodies, just to boost the damage of what I'm doing right now. I'm going to go Tactician. The whole point of this is to use the Watch As I Do It, or Watch How I Do It, to get my main hand to buff my minions. So get a... Well, I was going to try Pillar of the Cage God, but with this new tech, I just love this because it's the closest thing to Whirlwind with Dust Devils as I could get. And I actually have more control over them, so I really like it, besides the clunkiness of, Whirling Slash. But that's the background. I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the play. Probably going to get smacked because this is a hard fight, and I have crap gear. So, anyway, here we go. You can have a low-level Whirling Slash so that you don't have any mana issues. Oh, I couldn't see the color blindness sucks. So that's silly. Now, something I have to check is whether or not the freeze is does it stack with the fire? Because I'm walking through fire right now and I can't see because I'm colorblind if there's two different colors right there or not. Where's it at? Where's it at? Ooh, didn't know that I would get those. Okay. See how it makes me go at him? I would want to go at him. Did I just get him basically first try? Let's go.
This is not over.
I know what to
Not
do, but dang,
yet.
very excited.
I return you to the embrace of fear. It is done.
Man, I'm actually really proud of that. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. What's going on with that? I'd kind of do.
The war is over. Return with me.
Well, you kind of saw the build. I'm nothing special. I got this cool thing, which I didn't even get the melee hits, so I wasn't getting as much. I got that cool thing for, I think, one exalt. I got those for one alchemy. I got this for one alchemy, one regal. My friend gave me that. I bought that. No, I found that. I found that. I bought that for one regal. I bought that um, for one exalt at level 12 because I needed spirit to start my shenanigans. Uh, this weapon swap should be the what? Oh yeah, that's the other big thing about this build. In mapping, I can. This is so cool. Um, uh, I had to move my um, stats out of int and into dex to get the summon dude. But when I fix that, this can get, I think, 14, 15, 16, I think 16 minions, and they are undead. So you can do it on a weapon swap that has +2 to minions, +2, but you at this level you can get a +3 with that unique one that leeches, and then if you're rich you can get a +3, but I mean even 2 and 2, but 3 +5, and then if you level this higher, you can end up with like 20 minions, and then if you hit a big pack, you kill them all with all your things, and then you use Unearth Bound only to um, weapon set 2, which this one isn't. This is weird. Whoa. What? Spectre? That's a glitch. Anyway. Um, uh, you bind its, it'll snapshot this level, so you'll get a bunch more, and then each one of them gives you +5% chaos damage. And then I run Twister with the 50% chance to poison because it's doing mostly physical and mostly chaos, and that contributes to poison magnitude, so you'll hit pretty good with that. I only have level 1 support gems. I didn't want to buy anything. These were just what I had when I switched over to this. I know there's more optimal stuff. I've got attack speed in that for movement, and then Font of Rage gives you a really good buff, because while you're charging it, this is considered a font, so you can just sit here and get the stats up, which is awesome. And then Barrage will allow you to get more, and then whenever you're at a level where you can actually get, or when they implement that other skill, where you can actually get frenzy charges, that's just going to be even more. So that's oh, if you don't have these boots, I think you might maybe saw it, but if you don't have the boots, you can make a trail just with a low level frost orb, and then hang on, let's see, yeah, and you can get that. And apparently, this guy dropped some shocking ground because I noticed think. I don't know. I'll have to relook at that footage. It looked like I was getting some lightning tornadoes. That was the goal, was to be able to have the option of, because I don't know if they stack. If they stack, that's just incredible, and this is obscene. If they don't stack, I want to have this as my baseline, but then have the option of using the Frostbolt or using the companion with better stuff, of switching to the other elements and hitting things based on their elemental weakness, like Switch Hitter. So that's yeah, that's that, man. Now I'm probably gonna go test some more. But thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed anything. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. Yeah, peace out, guys.